Dad, you came. You still lack skill and understanding, Estelle. You must always prepare for unseen danger by sharpening your senses. It's part of what it means to be a bracer. Dad? What are you doing here? I just happened to be in town and heard the whole story from Ina. Give you points for your quick thinking and taking action to come after the children, but you failed to follow through completely. I really messed up, didn't I? It's a good thing you showed up when you did. I'm sorry, I should have been watching your back. That just means you have room for improvement. Constantly working to overcome your weak spots is the key. Yeah, if it just means there's room for you to get better, then that is not actually a bad thing. Mostly. Understood. So, how about we head home, everyone? Can you boys walk? I think so. That was incredible, Mr. Bright. You're like a gazillion times more awesome than Estelle. Haha, of course I was. I'm her father. Alright, everyone, let's file on out of here. I'm with you, Mr. Bright. Who's the glory hog now? I mean, I guess I should be thankful Dad saved my behind, but why does he have to go and take all the credit like that? It really chaps my hide. Haha, that's just the way he is. Well, he is Cassius Bright. Heh. I have a sense there's a bit more to it than just being admiring of the guy who saved you here. Be interesting to find out what that is, though. Seems like you've had quite a day. Dad is just unbelievable. The second we get back to Roland, he says, I'll leave the reporting to you, and takes off for home. The sheer nerve, I tell you. There's no need to make a mountain out of a molehill over it. At least the boys came back safe and sound. Anyways, I think that's all there is to report. Okay. And we get 3 BP and 1,000 monies for that. Not bad. We have 5 BP now. You did well for your first assignment. The details of your report alone, I believe I can commend you for a job well done. You should be proud of yourselves. You really think so? I know so. In fact, you'll do even better on your next job. If anything comes up, I would appreciate your help again. Sure. How about we head home too? I guess we'd better. I still got dinner to prepare. Do you mind holding on a second? A letter for your father arrived just a little while ago. Unfortunately, since he went straight home, I never got a chance to give it to him. Do you think you could deliver it instead? I wonder if it's more work-related stuff. I imagine so. The letter appears to be from one of our foreign branches. One of the guild's foreign branches. As I'm sure you know by now, Liberal isn't the only country where the Bracers Guild exists. Bracer Guild, even. On top of that, your father is widely known all across the Zemurian continent, so we can expect these kinds of letters from time to time. If you two would be so kind as to make sure that he gets this letter, I would really appreciate it. Okay, well, with that bit of drama dealt with, we can go on home. Hey Joshua? Do you think I'm really cut out to be a bracer? I gotcha. Must have done a number on this old self-confidence to have to be saved by Dad. Can't say I'm too surprised, honestly. Well, you seem to have inherited your father's skill with a staff, and your nosy personality doesn't let you ignore someone in distress. Really? You think so? Sure, but why are you asking? Are you still thinking about what happened back at the tower? That would be my guess. Yeah. Because of my carelessness, Luke almost got caught in the middle of a dangerous situation. If Dad hadn't come when he did, he could have been seriously injured. I guess I'm just worried about whether or not I'll be able to stay on top of things in the future. That kind of talk doesn't sound like the Estelle I know. Huh? If we fail today, then all that's left to do is take back our losses tomorrow, right? Overthinking and worrying about things that haven't happened yet is definitely not like you. Isn't being a bracer what you've always dreamed of? How can you expect to succeed if you let something like what happened today discourage you? Joshua, you're right. This isn't like me at all. I don't think a serious expression really suits your face either. You laughing like a big ditz is far more natural to you. Was that an insult or a compliment? I genuinely cannot tell. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're gonna see my angry expression if you keep that up. Haha, okay, I admit that last comment was pushing things a bit. I'll overlook it this time, and thanks for cheering me up. I don't know about you, but I'm so ready to get home and eat. My stomach just started growling like a bear. Maybe glutton is closer to the mark than ditz. I think we can say it depends there. But anyways... let's head on home. Right family house. And we're here again. We're home, Dad. We finished reporting to the guild like you told us to. Good work, kids. The details of your reports will be reviewed at each branch and will affect your pay and rank advancement in the future. Please make sure that you always remember to do it. Don't worry, we will. Before I forget, I got that copy of the liberal news you wanted. There was this letter for you at the guild, too. A letter, huh? Well, I'm going to get cleaned up and start dinner. Oh, and Dad? Thanks for coming when you did today. You really helped me out back there. Well, it's good to know that Estelle isn't beyond showing gratitude and thanking people when they help her out. Even if she considers them a pain in the ass, like with her dad. I see you're being rather gracious today. Papa is happy. How delightful that my daughter has finally understood what a great man her father truly is. And he just had to go and ruin it. There's no need to hold back, Estelle. Come and jump into your father's loving arms. In your dreams. I swear the men in this house have one thing in common. They never know when to shut up. I guess she's not as depressed as I had thought she'd be. Should I be thanking you, Joshua? Maybe a little bit. I didn't do much, I just gave her a push in the right direction. Like I said, just a little bit. Stell's a resilient girl to begin with. Yes, she is, but she still has a long way to go. She'll run into more than just a few stumbling blocks in this line of work. And overcoming those obstacles is what will teach her to stand on her own 2 feet. There's that soft side of yours talking again. Oh no, are eggs supposed to explode like that? Sounds like cooking might need an assistant. Guess I shouldn't have gone in expecting to make a perfect meal in a single try. No, wait, cooking is supposed to be about passion. Exploding eggs are passionate, right? Now once more. That daughter of mine can sometimes be a little too passionate. I think I'll go help with dinner. We don't want the curtains to catch fire again. But at this rate, there's no telling when we can expect to have a bite of food on the dinner table. Haha. Alright then, let's see what this letter is all about, shall we? Cassius cuts the letter's seal. A message from the Erebonian Empire. What? Gonna leave us on a cliffhanger as to the contents of your letter, I see. Wow, this is a surprise. This new dish is what I call Estelle's explosion over rice. Sure to savor every last morsel. I will. Your cooking this evening is excellent. My compliments to the chef. Heh, this is raw talent at its best. The day has certainly been a busy but great day nonetheless. I see she managed to do something with the egg exploding thing. Good to see. We qualified as junior bracers, had our first real assignment, and I didn't even lose my eyebrows making dinner this time. Not to mention the food being delicious. For a first attempt, this dish is actually quite edible. Again, is that a compliment or an insult? I genuinely cannot tell with these people half the time. First I thought I might have to pitch it out the window when you weren't looking, but it seems the technique won't be necessary tonight. Sometimes you're so despicably rude, Dad. Don't you know how to be humble and just say something tastes nice? Alright then, how about this? Boy, I never thought I'd be able to eat something wonderful like this before I had to leave on business. You made a splendid meal, Estelle. Thanks, Dad. Wait, leave on business? This is about that letter, isn't it? Wait, business? Are you really leaving again? Yes. Something unexpected came up. This time I'm going to be away for a while. Hold on a minute. You're leaving when? Tomorrow morning. What? I don't care what kind of job you're doing. That's just too soon. It's about that letter, isn't it? Was there some sort of incident? Oh, it's nothing like that. Just a simple investigation. I'll have to visit a number of places, so it'll take me about a solid month before I'm through. That being the case, please take good care of the house while I'm away. What do you mean, that being the case? You always use some vague excuse like that and take off for who knows how long. We have to accept it, Estelle. A bracer's job is to help those who come to us for help. I know, but what are you going to do about all your jobs here at the Roland branch? You've already accepted a few of them, haven't you? Oh, only about 5 or 6. So I was thinking, and how about both of you handle them for me instead? What? Are you really asking us to do the work that you're supposed to be doing? That I am. I'll have you do the ones which I think you can accomplish, and I'll ask Sherazard to handle the difficult ones. So, what do you say? Well, we do want to be getting experience as bracers, and he is offering us the chance to do work that should be on our level, so I see no reason to say no. Sure. Of course we will. You're okay doing these too, right, Joshua? Yeah, no problem. Looks like a good way to get some experience as a bracer. Then it's settled. I'll stop by the guild and let Ina know about the change of plan before I leave. Alright, I'm starting to feel more determined than ever. We'll have to bust our tails at these jobs so we don't tarnish your name while you're gone. Oh, Estelle, my beloved daughter, Papa is so proud. Oh, my dear Lena, who art in heaven, can you see your daughter now? Little Estelle has grown up to be such a lovely young woman. Face it, Dad, you're getting old. If people lose their trust in you at this age, you might as well throw in the towel forever. I'm only helping you out because I'm your daughter and I have a duty to pay you back for the last 16 years. I'm only 45, and what's more, I'm very likely the most active member in the entire guild. Not bad for a pair of comedians. By the way, Dad, which flight will you be on tomorrow? The one headed for Gransel or the one headed for Bose? I'll be on the one headed for Gransel. My flight departs at 10 o'clock in the morning. That means I'll have to get up a little earlier tomorrow. I better set my alarm clock just in case. Okay. A little bit of late night conversation, huh? Dad. Are you still awake, Joshua? You better hold off on the liquor or Estelle will get mad again. It's just my way of lifting my spirits before I travel. How about yourself? Do you like to join me for a drink? Offering a teenager alcohol. Yeah, you can tell he's not the most responsible of parents. That's for fucking sure. When I was around Joshua's age, my dad wouldn't even let me have wine. Forget any of the hard stuff. I'll pass. Actually, what I should be saying here is don't offer alcohols to minors. Not like Shara, who would jump at any chance to enjoy a drink or 10. Haha, that's because she holds her liquor much better than I do. There's something really serious happening, isn't there? There's no conclusive evidence, but there does appear to be, but... Let me start that over, and not bungle it this time, hopefully. There's no conclusive evidence, but there appears to be some sort of movement within the Empire. The Erebonian Empire? That sounds pretty suspicious. The movement doesn't appear to be overt, but that's what has me worried. I intend to do a little probing at the Erebonian Embassy to see what turns up. Understood. I'll make sure to look after Estelle while you're gone. Don't spoil that girl, you hear me? Now that she's become a bracer, she needs to learn to look after herself. Estelle will be fine. She's got good instincts, and despite being a bit rough around the edges, she has talent with the staff as well. There's no doubt in my mind that she'll be a first-class bracer someday. Yet at present, she is like a babe in arms who knows nothing about the realities of the world around her. At some point in time, she'll have to choose which path to follow in life. And Joshua, the same thing can be said for you, too. It's already been 5 years since you became part of this family, hasn't it? How time does fly. Yes, it sure does seem that way. About what you said back then, are you sure you won't consider taking those words back? For me, keeping my word is what defines who I am. If I can't do something as simple as that, I don't know how I could live with myself. Huh. It seems like Joshua has a few secrets he's keeping buried. I wonder what this is all about. I know this may sound stubborn, but I can't take back what I said. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologize. But I'd like you to remember this. No matter what path you choose in life, you can't erase these past 5 years. Estelle and I will always be your family, no matter what may befall you. Thanks, Dad. Okay, and... looks like we're on to a new arc of the story. Well, it looks like it's time for me to board my flight. Still, don't do anything I wouldn't do myself, and try not to be a handful for Joshua either. For the umpteenth time, I heard you already. How about you try not to go overboard yourself with your own work? You're not getting any younger, you know? Say what you will, but I'm not about to be overtaken by any youngsters. Sherazard, I'm really sorry about placing all this work on your shoulders. at the last minute. Please don't be. I am slightly concerned, however, about whether or not I can do a decent job in your place. There's no need to be humble, Silver Streak. And I don't mean to make your life any more difficult, but please keep an eye on these two. You just leave that to me. Is tightening up the reins and not spoiling these two fine with you? You definitely understand the way, I think. What's this all about? Haha, looks to me like a mutual understanding between master and pupil. The Gransel-bound airliner Linde will be departing shortly. All passengers, please board the airship now. Uh-oh, I'd better take my seat. Have a great trip, Dad. We can take care of everything here while you're gone. Yeah, hurry on back. Don't be gone too long. When you're done with your work, make sure you come straight home and no goofing off. Is that any way to see your beloved Papa off? Oh well, I'll try my best to come home as soon as I can. Well, I suppose that's as good as we're gonna get as far as promises go from this guy. Alright, you two, be good while I'm gone. And I've said it before, but I'm gonna keep on saying it. I freaking love the music in this game. The soundtrack is just amazing. There's not many I can say this about, but this is one of those I could legitimately put on the background while I'm working on my own stuff. And just listen to on repeat, and I don't think I'd ever get tired of it. He's gone. Again. Yeah. Come on, you two, there's no need to look so down. Your father will be back in no time. I don't know what kind of investigation he's been asked to do this time, but when it comes to your father, he'll have it done before you know it. I'm not sad that he's gone. He's always been away more than he's been at home. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, I'm going to get to work on those jobs your father left for me. But if you run into any trouble, give me a holler. Will do. First, I'd like to try to finish a few jobs with Joshua. I want to see what we're capable of doing as junior bracers. Alright, if you insist. I imagine that with Joshua tagging along, there's probably not much to be worried about. Good luck, you two. Thanks. We'll do our best. Yeah, might as well try and do stuff solo without asking for help before we go for any assistance from anyone. Makes sense to me. So, what do you want to do now, Estelle? Shall we go stop by the guild? Yeah, we should probably talk to Ina and find out what jobs are waiting for us. Let's go! Yeah. Let's... Racers Guild? I'm having to save the game. Before we head on in, and talk to Ina about our first job. Oh, good morning, Estelle and Joshua. Has your father already left? Yep, just barely. That's why we came here to find out about the jobs he left for us. Sure. There are a total of 3 jobs I have lined up for you. For the first one, I'd like you to head out to the farm west of here. The farm west of here? Is that where Tio lives? Tio? I seem to have heard that name somewhere before. Tio Purcell, she was one of our classmates at Sunday school. She's also the Purcell farm owner's daughter. Oh, really? It's actually the Purcell farm that put in a request to have someone exterminate some monsters. Are they really having problems like that? Fortunately, nobody has been hurt, but their owner and his family are upset over their fields being destroyed by the creatures. Therefore, the guild received an extermination request. I never would have expected something like that to happen. Okay, we'll head out there right now. Here, take this with you. Guild referral, huh? This document certifies that you were dispatched by the guild. Please give it to the owner of the farm. I already know Teal's father pretty well, so I don't think this is necessary, but we'll take it just in case. Yeah, in case they get convinced that we aren't there for the guild work for whatever reason. Don't know why, but may as well. Anyways, we've got a few extras sitting around here. Shiny rock. I'd like someone to find my shiny rock. Speak to me for details. I think I might have dropped it behind the Melder's Orbital Factory. And a monster along the main road. Okay. So I'll pick those up. But I think we're actually going to leave it here for this time. And we have very nearly reached the point where I stopped playing in the remake, so once we actually reach and start fighting the monsters on the farm, that is where my knowledge of the game's plot will end. So, very soon we'll be back to being fully blind, rather than like 99% blind. In any case, it's been Dark Phoenix Gaming. You have been watching Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. I hope you're enjoying this, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.